STaRC is the Strategic Trauma Readiness Center of San Antonio, and it is a multi-phased, comprehensive trauma readiness program.
We employ several different modalities to include mannequins, live soldier role players, high fidelity devices such as our surgical cut suits, military working dogs, and other task training devices specific to the skills we're going to be performing.
The need that STaRC fulfills is a need for trauma readiness for both teams and individuals.
It's very important that we present these teams with as realistic of a training scenario as possible. One, to encourage them to give everything they have and to test their skills in a realistic manner so that the subject matter experts that are involved can also evaluate them accurately.
With people who have such a unique mission set and such a unique training, to take them away from the hospital where they're extremely value added, the training needs to be worthwhile.
Pretty amazing experience to come here to Joint Base San Antonio, the home of Army medicine, and get a really comprehensive training where they match not just Army, but also the Air Force. We bring those joint forces together.
San Antonio is the best location for trauma readiness training, such as STaRC, because of a large number of experts that we have in one geographical location.
And the minds that they pulled together for this have been just outstanding and amazing. The depth of their research and their experiences that they're able to infuse into our team to prepare us.
I mean, this training, you can't compare this training to anything else out there. BAMC allows us to actually be in the trauma bay and run the trauma scenarios. You can't do that anywhere. So the most challenging part of the training was the field problem, field exercise, actually going into an austere environment, trying to work issues there.
We stretched the 555th, pushed them to their limits, so that when they deploy downrange, they're ready to handle any challenge they encounter.
It was a unique opportunity for them to get to the field and learn each other's stressors, how they react in certain situations, and build as a team.
A lot of us medical personnel are used to being in the hospital, having all the equipment that we need. So having to take limited equipment with mass amounts of patients and figure out the best ways to play that where we have safe patient care, that was a challenge.
Some of the things that are nice to have, they didn't have at their discretion. So it was challenging for them to have to adapt.
This particular training program is more than just a training exercise for these soldiers. This is their pre-deployment validation to ensure that they have the teamwork, the skills, and the knowledge they need to move forward in their deployment environment and save soldiers, airmen, Marines, and civilians' lives.
But they have some of the best minds in the business out here, making sure we can do frontline medicine, the best medicine. We have the joint trauma systems. We have the IRS team who's out here as a specialty. We're working with the Institute of Surgical Research out here for this training. You can't get a better group of people to go forward and prepare any team to go forward and do any mission that we want to do anywhere in the world.
I would definitely recommend this training before deployment. I think it gave us a good idea on how we work together as a team.
We were put through a lot of stressful situations. We were able to work through those situations. Our dynamic improved a lot. Definitely we'll feel that we're ready to go downrange and do our job.
There's no doubt in my mind that this is absolute value-added training. This is something you don't want to miss for your team or as a command to be able to get out there, and they actually assign individual SMEs to sit there and help you at your individual task level and to come together with a group AR to help you understand where you're sitting at a team level.
Honestly, this was some of the best medical training as far as the field operations go that I've had since I've been in the military. Really comprehensive. You got the full picture of what we'll be doing in those trauma cases in both the field side of things and also in the actual medical facilities.
Oh, the values will be endless. We're able to actually sit through that emergency ward surgery course, which is usually just for our surgeons, but they're able to sit there side by side with our surgeons, go through some of those procedures with them. You can't relate that to where you're going to go. There's no way to quantify how valuable that is to be able to sit there through some of these high-level courses, through some of the individual instructions to take those forward, be out there and save lives.
This training will become the gold standard training. I think this is the training that all the FRCs need in the Army at this time.
STaRC's mission is to be the premier comprehensive trauma readiness program in the Department of Defense.